Allie, have you been cheated on?
No, but I will say I've experienced through friendships. I've seen them get cheated on when they're gorgeous, respect the relationship, like worship their boyfriends, and they still get cheated on. So it's not all celebrities.
You guys realize there's a lot of dudes that are faithful, though, right?
I've yet to meet them.
Okay, well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You guys have lived here in IV. You guys have gone to UCSB. You guys are in Fuckboy Central. Okay, this is like the place where you've got all these chads walking through the streets, sleeping with tons of chicks. 90% of these dudes that are sleeping with a lot of the girls, they're not interested in being tied down. This is not representative of like all dudes. You guys recognize that, right?
We do, but then why would someone like Adam Levine cheat on his
Because
model wife?
He's a high value man.
Yeah.
High value men have all the options. So when you say all men cheat, I think you're referring to maybe high value men. And within those high value men, there are still men that will be faithful, but you have to show as a woman, you have to show that you're willing to commit and basically not be a hoe.
What?
Well, I think there's also a lot of, I think to be fair, I think that there are a lot of women who are committed to their high value men,
Yeah.
but the problem that he's describing is that the top 0.01% of dudes, like I was saying before, they have a million women, really attractive women that are in their DMs.
Every day, just like you
but
guys.
I will say,
And,
Not a
and
hoe.
that is not representative of most dudes.
I
okay?
totally get that, but many dudes want what they can't have. And for example, Lauren was a very respectful girlfriend in the relationship and still got cheated on.
Was your ex-boyfriend a fuckboy? Does he just like run through chicks?
You know, like we were in a relationship, so I guess I could say no because we were.
When he's
Yeah.
not
Can
in a
I
relationship.
just speak on this? Having been like pretty recently cheated on, and now
I think that's
can I,
valid.
like, say
Yeah,
something about
go
it?
for it.
So yes, I just got. I was cheated on over the past year. It was the reason my relationship ended, and it fucking sucked. Were like cruelest thing anyone's ever done to me. So embarrassing how it happened. I feel like I was like an amazing girlfriend. Loved that person very dearly. Was very serious about it. And but I still like am not gonna say all men cheat, because if I have a mindset in my head that like all guys are terrible, I just truly believe I'm only gonna be like attracted to like terrible guys. Also, it's just like maybe it's a problem with my standards, to be honest. Like
I just want to throw in one thing too, that men can cheat and still absolutely be in love with the girl that they're with.
yeah, I do believe that too.
Yeah.
From just I mean, I'm a psychology major. I know like how these things work. They're not like very black and white. There's a lot of like emotional, sexual needs involved, like whatever. But at the end of the day, maybe if your partner cheats on you, it just shows that he was like a really low value guy, and you should be like having higher standards.
I don't know about him being low value, but I would say
You don't think cheating like
low moral character. Moral character.
you don't think having a low moral character makes you a low value guy? Because personally,
Well,
I do.
I think
if you have to be you're a high value guy to me if you have high moral character.
Right.
So
I mean like value in terms of like the sexual marketplace.
you mean
of
like
dating.
mating market value? Yeah, but I guess that's true. But
Yeah.
when I was talking about high value guy, I meant high value in terms of being like a partner, not in terms
Right.
of attractively having sex with.
Well, the reason why I clarified is because there's a lot of dudes who have high moral character in that way that you're describing. They would be monogamous, they would be committed, but they're not high value men that can get a lot of
Yeah,
girls.
which is totally true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm curious about something you said. You said maybe this is a reflection upon your standards in men, and that the implication was maybe they could be better. Like, how so?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think women are the ones who set the standards for like, I don't know, what treatment you're getting, and you can set those boundaries at any time and wherever you're going. And honestly, I think I was like a bit naive when I got into that relationship. Not to speak poorly of it, I have nothing more to say other than, the fact of what happened about like my previous partner. But I certainly think that like women have the power here to choose like how you're treated and what kind of value men you get. And honestly, my standards did need to be like way higher, and they are way higher.
Did you break
now.
up with him after he cheated?
Great question. I don't know if anyone here has been cheating. This was just my experience, but getting cheated on brought my confidence from like 1,000 to literally 0, like immediately. And it took me probably like 6 months to regain like my confidence enough to realize like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I deserve like way more than this. So no, I didn't immediately. It took me like 6 months to realize I was like, doing myself harm by like staying with this person.
How long after he cheated did you guys break up?
6 months.
You didn't break up until 6 months after.
Yeah.
Holy
Well,
shit.
no, he cheated and we broke up, but he won me over and I like took him back when I shouldn't have.
Okay.
So it's because I mean, when I found out about it, I immediately, it was no contact.
Did he
for-
tell you or did you find out?
I honestly don't want to, I can't go like
we
that
don't
deep
we don't
into
have to
it
go into that.
without like,
I have another question for you.
yeah.
In the future, so I know a lot of girls who have had their hearts broken by dudes cheating on them. A question I have for you.
Also, though, I don't currently consider myself heartbroken. Leaving that was the greatest thing I ever did. I'm like the happiest I've ever been. So I don't currently consider myself
that's great.
in a bad place, but
That's
just
good.
a disclaimer.
That's good. With that said, I know a lot of girls who've been cheated on a lot. And my question is, what can you guys as women do to vet guys better so that you don't end up with dudes that are going to cheat on you?
I think that's part of the process of learning yourself as a woman, like what they were talking about earlier, playing the field, right? Figuring out your personalities, what your standards would be, what you want to be able to set that level and figure out what it is that you're looking for.
Would any of you be okay with a guy that is able to have multiple partners, but you have to be faithful to just him?
Absolutely not.
What woman would say yes to that?
There are some. Look at Andrew Tate.
If the man is high status enough, there are women that will tolerate infidelity. But I mean, it could be something that's just upfront too, where the guy's just like, hey, I'm not going to be faithful. You have to be faithful to me. That's
fair.
what it is.
That's fair.
If they're upfront with it.
I mean, look, I know other females. I'm not going to name names or tell my relationship with them, but I do know females.
You can, if you want.
But I'm not gonna.
You can expose.
Because, you know,
Expose.
you have
It's
lots
okay.
of followers. I
Sure,
don't
go
need
ahead,
to
go ahead.
expose them. You
Go
know,
ahead.
it's not my particular, approach, but there are women out there who they don't want families, they don't want children. They're just gonna go live their life and be, the equivalent
Those
of a
women
siren.
are usually really unhappy though later on in life. I mean, I'm not saying that they don't exist, but most of the time, women and people in general want families, and I really believe that that's what makes people most happy in life.
Amen.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is that there are people out there that don't share that same value that we're talking about. They don't see
I think
the
they
value in
exist.
having
They
you.
they definitely exist, but for the majority, like most people want to be happy and view having a family as something that's going to bring happiness, real happiness, not like material happiness, like cars and yachts and all that type of stuff.
Well, so this raises an interesting question. Do you want to have